So, if you don't know what a mudra is, it's used in yoga and meditation just to help seal your energy or to bring an intention to your practice a little bit more deeply. So each mudra has a particular purpose, and today we're going to be looking at the prana mudra. And prana just means life force. It is your breath, and there is prana inside of you. There is prana all around us. The same that I use the word chi. There's universal chi, there's breath chi. It's just energy. That's all it is. So today, our prana mudra looks like, I actually showed it last night in my story. So extend the palm out and you just curl your pinky and your ring finger in, and your thumb comes to touch, if you can see that, at the tip of those two fingers. Your index and your middle finger just extend, but you don't want to stress your hand, okay? So you want the fingers to be relaxed, you want your palm to be relaxed, but they are extended. So that's our mudra today. But before we dive into that, we're going to just connect with our breath. We want to be able to feel calm and rhythmic with our breath to enable that mudra just to take on a deeper level in our bodies. So it's prana, it's life force, it's breath. So let's connect to our breath just to start with, and just take a comfortable seat. Kneeling or cross-legged is completely fine, on a cushion or anything. Just let the hands, even this, hands resting down, that is a mudra. If you feel a little unsteady, your palms facing down can center and ground you. If you feel a little bit sluggish, then maybe palms up just to receive energy from around you. So just choose what feels comfortable for you as we just connect with our breath. So take any wiggles that you need to, just to arrive, and we'll close down the eyes. Just settle in. Settle into your body and settle into your breath. But we don't want to force the breath in any way, but we do want to take notice. We want to be able to bring a rhythm to our breath. And by that I mean that your inhale is equaling your exhale. And so some deeper breaths too. So you send that breath right down into your belly. Relax your belly so that your belly can expand as you bring that life force in, that prana in. And just feel that steadiness, that calm state just start to wash over you as you come to that rhythmic flow of your breath. Your body and mind relaxed and calm. And gently turn the palms over if they're not already. Let the backs of your hands just rest on your thighs or knees. Pinky and ring finger curl in on each hand, extending your index and your middle thumb connecting to pinky and ring finger. And when you have that position quite comfortable, your hands feel relaxed, close down your eyes again, and we connect back to the breath. Keeping that rhythmic flow, that deep breath into the belly. And the thumb is just gently connecting to those two fingers. There's a little bit of effort there, but we still want to feel relaxed. With this prana mudra, just feeling the connection of your vitality and energy to the surrounding energy, the surrounding prana. And that can be just in the air that you breathe that surrounds you. It can be when you're outside amongst trees, flowers, the grass. So let this connection help quiet just that background chatter of your mind. And let this mudra just create a bridge between your inner spiritual experience and your outer interaction with the world. This is your intention, this is your purpose, being intentional as you connect to your prana, your life force. Just follow another 2 breaths in and out. And as you exhale, just let that mudra just dissolve. So let the hands just relax. Maybe turn them to face down. Let them rest on your knees. And just notice if there's been any shift. And it can be so subtle. And this is where we have that chance to really tune in to those subtle energies. Maybe it's a big shift for you this morning. And gently bring your hands to your heart center again. This beautiful mudra of prayer hands. Acknowledging yourself, your true self. And your connection to the universe. The collective consciousness. And take a deep breath in as you feel your belly, your ribs and your chest. And then exhale, releasing that. And letting the hands just come down to your thighs again. And we're going to start a little bit of movement now. If you would like to stay cross-legged, feel free to do that. I'm going to come into a kneeling position. So if your knees are not super sensitive, then maybe this is the pose for you. Or if you need to maybe place a cushion underneath your heels, between your glutes, that might be an option for you. But we're going to cultivate some chi this morning, and being a morning practice, it's a beautiful thing to do to bring our energy levels up. So we've just connected to our prana, our energy, and so now we're going to really cultivate that prana and life force into our bodies. And I've done this a few times with you guys before, so if you haven't or you're a bit rusty with this, just feel free to open your eyes and watch. And then if you can just delve into that, let's do that together. So we're taking a gathering breath in as the palms just face up and the hands go above your head. Then turn the palms to face down as you coax that gathering breath through your crown, slip to your front side, and then take the hands straight out to the sides, and you want to have straight wrists, straight fingers. Before you breathe in, it's a swan dive forward. Tap the backs of your wrists to the earth. And then you're picking up earth chi here and taking those hands all the way up into the sky, plugging your fingers into heavenly chi. So we're mingling those two together, and then we bring them back down through our body and let your hands rest at low belly. And then we begin again. A breath in, so we gather the chi, gather universal chi. And then exhale, coax that chi through the crown of your head, and then you're offering whatever is excess back, straight wrists. Before you breathe in, swan dive forward, tap the backs of your wrists, and then bring that earth energy up. And then exhale, bringing those two energies through the crown of your head to rest at your container, low belly. Again, breathing in. And exhale. Offer whatever is excess back. A swan dive forward. And breathing in, reach, and then draw those two energies back into low belly. We'll do this 2 more times. A breath in. And exhale. Swan dive forward, backs of wrists connect to the earth. Raise your hands up. And then exhale. And let's do this 1 more time. Breath in, gather that beautiful universal chi. Be sensitive through your hands here. Straight fingers, straight wrists. And the breath in, reach. And then exhale. Let your hands rest. Left hand first, right hand on top, and your thumbs just connect in that webbing there. Let your hands rest at low belly here. Being sensitive again between what you feel between your low belly and your palms, that space in between, that life force that flows through you, your breath, prana, being sensitive to it all. When you're ready, maybe opening your eyes, we're coming onto our hands and knees. And we're just going to take a couple of rounds of cat and cow. So, not really any structure here. You know the sequence. So just dive straight into it. We have been moving through the body already, connecting to breath and movement. So you might just go with the up and down movement. You might move into the hips side to side. And just circling through the hips. And just easing your body into your flow today. And just take another breath here. On your next inhale, just come back to neutral spine. And we're going to draw the belly button in to your spine, so not so much that it restricts your breath. And your right leg just extends to the back. Press the heel away from you. Keep your hips nice and even. And if it's open to you, left arm extends towards the front of the room. So press out of your right hand and your right shoulder. Take another breath in here. And as you exhale, hand and knee come back to your mat. And just realign. And on your inhale, left leg extends. Energizing that leg. Don't let it just hang there in space. And if it's open to your right arm, extends towards the top of your mat, so you have this nice long line of energy. Don't hold your breath. On your next exhale, hand and knee come back to your mat and just realigning. Take the hands, maybe a handprint in front of where they are now. Tuck your toes and downward facing dog, and take some movement here again if you need to. Pressing one heel down and then the other. Maybe coming up onto your tiptoes, maybe bending the knees a lot. When you're ready, I want you to walk your hands towards your feet. So you're at the back of your mat, ragdoll. So very generous bend through your knees. Let the crown of your head just drip down to your mat here. And you can let the hands rest. You can take thumbs to opposite elbows. You can sway
Can feel really nice. There's a beautiful release through the lower back here, being very gentle, being the beginning of the day as we move the body. And just another breath here. Release the hands down, and you're walking the hands forward into downward facing dog once more. Pressing into the knuckles of your fingers, a little bend through the knees, but a nice long spine. And on your next inhale, come up high on your tiptoes, bend your knees and take a walk to the top of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. So nice long spine. Let your fingers rest on your shins. Push your hands into your shins so that you're drawing your shoulders from your ears, so creating space. And take a breath in. And then a forward fold. Maybe let the hands just slide to the backs of your heels. Inhale, a halfway lift, lengthen. And then a forward fold, bending your knees as much as you need to. One more time, breath in for halfway lift. And then forward fold. And then take your time as you rise. Maybe more of a bend through the knees. Maybe sweep the arms out and up. And then exhale, hands through your heart center. Letting your hands just rest here at Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Just connecting to your feet as they anchor into the earth. Connecting back to your breath. Feeling that prana flow through you. As you exhale, just release the hands down by your sides. A breath in, both arms sweep out and up. And then forward fold, exhale. And a halfway lift, lengthen. Plant your hands down, step back for high plank. But knees come down to your mat. Shoulders are above your wrists. Breath in here. And then lower all the way down. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Baby cobra, breathe in. And then exhale, forehead back to the earth 2 more times. Breathe in. Reach back through your toes. Exhale. And breathing in. And on your exhale, tuck your toes. Press yourself back via your knees. Downward facing dog. And you have a couple of breaths here just to reset and refocus. Connect back to the breath. Let it focus you. Let your attention land on your breath all the way through your practice. And if you find that your attention drifts off or you get distracted, just gently bring yourself back. That's the practice. On your inhale, come up high on your tiptoes, bend your knees, step or walk, top of your mat, halfway lift, forward fold, and then you rise, full breath in. This is your sun salutation, A. Forward fold, breathe it out, halfway lift, lengthen, hands plant down, high plank, step back, knees or toes, doesn't matter this morning. Take a breath in, shift forward, lower all the way down, nice and slow. Untuck the toes, cobra, breathe in. Press yourself back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Feeling that flow start to build, that flow of your breath, keeping you centered. On your inhale, come up high on your tiptoes, bend your knees, step, walk, or maybe jump. Halfway lift. Bow yourself down. And then you rise, full breath in. And then release it down, exhale. Halfway lift, lengthen. Hands plant down your high plank, knees or toes. Breathing in, shift forward, lower either halfway or all the way. Breathe in, cobra or upward dog. And press yourself back down, dog. One breath. On your inhale, come up high on your tiptoes. Bend your knees, step, walk or jump. Halfway lift. And forward fold, toes together, chair pose. Sink the hips, bend through the knees. Reaching through the arms. Take the weight back into your heels. Lift up your toes so you're not clenching with them. If you would like, take that prana mudra here. So pinky and ring finger connect to your thumb. Just an option for you to connect back to your breath here. Maybe you need it. Maybe you're thinking, oh, I hate this pose. Just connect back to your breath. Focus and intention. And take another deep breath in. And then exhale, release it down. Halfway lift, lengthen. And hands plant down to move through your flow. Knees or toes, doesn't matter. And breathing in for your cobra or upward dog. And press yourself back, down dog. And your right leg extends nice and long. Bring your foot through between your hands. Your left foot grounds for warrior one. So make sure you're steady through your feet as you rise. Lunging into that left knee, anchor down through your left foot. And again, you can bring that mudra into this practice, into this pose. Just bringing the pinky finger and ring finger to touch your thumbs. If that is helping you to focus, feel free to bring it in at any time. One more breath in. As you exhale, releasing the hands back down to your mat, choosing whether you move through your flow on your toes or your knees, or maybe you just press back into down dog and just skipping the vinyasa at any time. Meeting back in down dog. And your left leg extends nice and long. Bring your foot through between your hands. Right foot grounds. Warrior one, breathe in as you rise. And just keeping that attention on your breath, that flow of your breath in and out. Steady through your feet. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, hands go back to the mat. Step back, high plank, knees or toes, moving through your flow, or just press back into down dog. And just connecting back to your breath there. There is no right or wrong. There are just different pathways that you can take through your practice today. Or meeting back in downward facing dog. And on your inhale, right leg extends. Bring your foot through in between your hands. And your left foot grounds. Warrior one, breathe in. And as you exhale, warrior two. So open up through the arms. Just adjusting your feet as is necessary, just to keep that right knee tracking forward. Let your gaze land over your middle finger.
start to straighten through the right leg. Maybe shorten your stance for Trikonasana. Reach forward first and then tilt the arms to 6 and 12 o'clock. Keeping your legs switched on here. Feel like you're stretching the mat apart with your feet, and that right hand can act as a leverage point to really open across your chest. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, lunge into your right knee and then reverse as you breathe in. Cartwheel hands to your mat. Plant your left hand, raise your right arm high, so stay in that low lunge. And then bring the left knee down to your mat. Coming into modified side plank, you want to take the right foot and either take it to the back of your mat and plant it down, or it goes straight into the air behind you. And pivot on that left shin as much as you need to. Reach through your right hand. One more breath. And as you exhale, hand and foot come back to your mat for high plank. Choosing whether you move through your flow, knees or toes, or press back into down dog. On your next inhale, left leg extends. Bring your foot through in between your hands for warrior one. Breathing in. And then warrior two, exhale. And yeah, you will notice I move my feet around a lot. My feet are never stuck in one position or stuck in one spot. I shift and just make these little adjustments to tweak the pose for my body. So feel free to do what works for you. And straighten through your left leg. Maybe shorten your stance if you need to. Breathe in as you reach forward first, and then tilt the arms to 6 and 12 o'clock. Gaze is wherever is comfortable for your neck. Down, maybe straight ahead, or up at your extended hand. One more breath in here. And stay for that exhale as you lunge into your left knee and reverse your warrior. Breathe in. Cartwheel hands to your mat. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Right hand plants, left arm goes high, twist. And bring that right knee down to your mat for modified side plank. Lift up the left foot, either to go straight into the air behind you, or it plants down. A little bit more steadiness if that's what you need. Energize your lifted leg. And then take the hand and the foot back to your mat for high plank, either to move through your flow, knees or toes, or maybe just press back, down dog. And now we're meeting back in downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in. And a soft breath out. And on your inhale, come up high on your tiptoes, bend your knees, step, walk or jump, top of your mat. A halfway lift, breathe in, and exhale, bow yourself down. Bring your toes together, chair pose, hips sink, bend through the knees. Again, focus your attention. If the mudra helps you this morning, please feel free to enter into that space of attention. One more breath here. I want you to take the weight into your right leg. Slowly lift up through the left leg so the knee comes to about hip height, but you're keeping that bend in that right knee. And then all you're going to do is just sweep the arms side alongside your body. Extend that left leg to the back. Extend to Kasana, aeroplane. And if you wobble out, just wobble back in when you're ready. One more breath here. And then tap yourself back into crescent lunge. Steady through your feet and then arms go above your head. You're in the ball of your back foot. And then straighten through your right leg. Take a breath in here. And then exhale as you start to fold over that right leg. This is quite intense. So pyramid pose. If you have something beside you that you can place underneath your hands, feel free to grab it. Doesn't matter what it is. Child, water bottle, whatever works. One more breath here. And as you exhale, start to lunge into your right knee. Plant both hands down, step back for high plank, and just bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Coming in to full side plank. So your heels shift to the left. You just take that, so you're on the outer edge of your left foot, ground into the left hand, reach through your right arm. If this is way too much, bring the left knee down. Always an option. If you're in full side plank, lift up through your hips. Maybe lift through the top leg. You have one more breath. And then bring your hand and your foot back to your mat to choose whether you move through your float or press back into down dog if you need to. Just look after your energy. And now we're meeting back in down dog. Take a full breath in and a breath out. Just refocus. On your inhale, come up high on your tiptoes, bend your knees, step walk or maybe jump. Halfway lift. And bow yourself down. Chair pose, hips sink, reach through your hands. And be strong through your legs here. And taking the weight into your left leg this time, let the right knee lift up. And you're taking your time as you shift that right foot towards the back of your mat. You lean forward from the hips, arms sweep alongside your body. Reach back through your fingers. Lift up through your extended leg. One more breath. Tap yourself back, crescent lunge. Take your time. If you're near a wall, use it. Steady yourself. Just let yourself settle. And take a breath in, straighten through the left leg, and then forward fold. Just feeling that delicious stretch through the back of your left leg this time. Grab whatever you need to. If you need to bring the earth a little closer here, a little bend through that knee can help. So you can stay your spine quite parallel to your mat, or you can fold deeper, just depending on how you feel today. On your next exhale, lunge into your left knee. Plant both hands down. Step yourself back to high plank. And the feet come together at the back of your mat for side plank. So heels shift to the right this time. Ground into your right hand. And then lift up through the left. Lifting up through your hips. Press out of your right shoulder. Feel free to modify. Maybe lift that top leg. And then gently coming back into high plank, either to move through your flow, high to low, knees or toes, or just press back, down dog.
when you arrive in down dog, knees come down to your mat for child's pose. Hips sink back, forehead rests to the earth. And if it feels comfortable for you, turn the palms to face up. May feel a little strange. And just come into that prana mudra. Connecting thumb to your pinky and your ring finger. Let your breath deepen. Let your breath be steady and smooth. And just follow another 2 breaths in and out. And just releasing the mudra in your hands if you've been having that as part of your connection. Palms face down. And then use your hands just to push yourself back. So you sit back on your heels and swing the legs around. Extending the legs to the top of your mat. And sitting up nice and tall. If you roll over the back of your mat and sit on that rolled up portion, feel free to do that, or grab a cushion or a towel just to prop the hips up a little. A little bend through the knees also can just help bring the pelvis into neutral. That's what we're trying to do here. So we can hinge from the hips. So when you're ready, a breath in as the arms sweep up. And then exhale to fold. Just pivoting from your hips. And let the hands rest wherever they land. A gentle relax of your head down. Feel that lengthening through the entire back line of your body. And to really enjoy the benefits of this, let your head relax down. That back line of your body, the fascia there doesn't finish until it meets your eyebrow center. So very important to relax the head down here. Two more breaths. And then use your hands just to push yourself all the way up. I'm going to come into a beautiful twist. So draw the right knee in first, hug it in nice and close, and then that foot goes on the outer edge of your extended leg. You can keep this leg extended, or you can bend the knee and take that heel to your right glute. So it's like a half shoelace pose. That's an option for you. If that doesn't work for your knees, just keep the leg extended, completely fine. Right hand just sits just behind your right hip, so it's steady. Inhale, the left arm goes high, and then exhale to twist. Hook that left elbow on your right knee, and your gaze turns to go over your shoulder. You can also just hug your arm around your right knee. It's also an option. So again, lots of places for you to journey to. What is right for one person might not work for you. Again, don't hold
hold your breath. And maybe you would like to come into that mudra here with your left hand. You have one more breath here. Gently release your twist. Just if you have that left knee bent, just extend that first, then unhook that right leg, extend and move to the other side. So draw the left knee in and then take that foot to the outer edge of your right leg. Choose whether you have this leg extended or bent so that the foot comes up towards your left hip. Left hand anchors, breath in, reach, and then exhale to twist. And again, feeling free to enter the prana mudra today. And it just allows you to create just a deeper connection. It's actually a specific connection to your energy, your life force that flows through you. So be open to that. On your next exhale, just releasing your twist, extending the right leg first if you have it drawn up to your left hip, and then taking that forward. And then bring both feet in, let the knees fall out to the sides for butterfly. Sitting up again nice and tall. Maybe interlace the hands around the soles of your feet. Take a breath in. And then exhale, start to lean forward. Maybe the elbows press into your legs. And you're relaxing everything down. Let the head just drop down. Maybe your gaze goes back to your belly. And just watching maybe your belly gently expand and contract with your breath. One more breath here. And gently release, come all the way up and gather your knees in. Let the hips just reset just for a moment. Maybe hugging the arms, letting the forehead rest onto your knees. We're making our way down onto our back. So just make yourself comfortable here. Just let your body just take this position to feel your back body just connect to the earth. And I want you to draw the knees into your chest and give yourself a nice big hug. And we're going to come into shoulder stand today. So if you would like to take modified shoulder stand, you can just place your hands underneath your glutes here at the tailbone. Extend the legs straight up. And this is modified shoulder stand. If you have a block, you can even place your block underneath your sacrum there and just enter into modified. But the hands are completely fine. That's where you want to land. Full shoulder stand, if you'd like to come into that, feel free. So you want to take your knees to your forehead and the hands come to just above your hips to your lower back here. And you want to let the elbows come in as close as they can. And then just slowly extend the legs all the way up. And just keeping the neck very still
Feeling that elevation through the legs. If you are in modified shoulder stand, so not full shoulder stand, with your hands, if they're not underneath your tailbone, feel free to take the mudra that we've been working with. Keep your breath smooth. Relax your mind. Stay with your breath. And just really enjoying the benefits of this inversion. Letting your brain get a full flush of new blood. You have one more breath here. As you exhale, if you're in full shoulder stand, just bend the knees. Bring the knees down to your forehead. Use your hands just to support you as you allow your spine to come back down. If you're in modified shoulder stand, just bend one knee, then the other. Bring both feet back down to your mat. Extend both legs, and we're going to come into fish pose, which is the counter pose for shoulder stand. So extend the feet, palms face down, and you want to take the hands so they're just underneath your glutes. So just lift up the hips slightly, and your hands, your palms face down. All you're going to do is come up onto your forearms, so bend at the elbows, so you lift up, and then you just let the head land back down. If you need to prop your head up under a cushion or a block, feel free to do that. So what this is doing is really opening through the throat and across the chest, and you are quite energetic through your forearms. So you want to press into the elbows and the forearms to keep that lift through your sternum. There's very little weight in your head, maybe 20%, 30%. One more breath here. Again, just another lift through the forearms, so press into the elbows, tuck the chin in, and then lower yourself back down to the mat. And just take the hands out from underneath your hips and glutes. Bend both knees. And we're just going to let the knees fall to the right side. So you can take your arms out at a T. A beautiful twist through the spine. If this isn't really doing it for you this morning, take your right foot and place it on top of your left knee. Just a bit of an anchor. Keeping both shoulders disconnected to your mat here. We're just going to be here for a little bit longer today, so really enjoy this rotation through your spine. Close down the eyes. Just feel that release, any tightness or tension that you might be unconsciously holding. Relax your feet, relax your hands. And just another couple of breaths here. Just stay with it. If you have your right foot on your left knee, just release it first. And then bring your knees through center. And just realign if you need to. Making sure that the back of your heart space is connected to the mat. And let the knees fall over to the other side. And just noticing how this feels for you on this side and whether you need to take it deeper or not. Maybe you don't, but that option is always there. Taking that left foot, placing it on top of your right knee, creating like an anchor. And feel expansive across your chest here. And let your breath nourish you as you draw it in. And as you exhale, like a cleansing out, a release. Staying in that beautiful space of connection to your life force, that rhythm of your breath. Just another couple of breaths, letting everything unravel, any residual tension that still lies in the body. And if your foot is on your right knee, just release that and bring the knees through center. Extending both legs to the top of your mat. And let the arms come alongside the body. Let your legs really relax here, so the hips slightly open as your toes fall out to the sides. Now you have a beautiful opportunity here to rest in this beautiful space. So feel free to do whatever works for you. If letting the hands just be soft and open is what you need today, stay there with that. If you would like to come into your prana mudra, thumb touches pinky and ring finger. Just nice and softly let the hands be relaxed. And let's drop in to this beautiful place of rest where you are connecting to your life force, your prana, the vitality of you. So dive in.
this place of stillness, this beautiful rest. Just release the mudra and let the hands just be soft, just for about another 5 to 6 breaths. When you feel ready, just a few deeper breaths into your belly. Just drawing in that beautiful breath that gives you so much life and vitality. Just enjoying some deeper breaths, and you might like to start to move your fingers and your toes, maybe a few circles through your wrists and ankles, and choose whether you extend your arms or gather your knees in, just going where it feels really nice to land. And then make your way just to one side and pause there. And then use your hands just to push yourself all the way up. And just coming into a comfortable seat. And let's bring our hands to prayer, Anjali Mudra, a connection, a joining of the hands together. It's a physical gesture of union. So just close down the eyes. This is also a reference of the union of your individual self and the universal self. So even though we are apart, we are connected in the whole. And you are aware of that interconnectedness of all living beings. As you hold this gesture and infuse it with the intention of union, you might notice a shift take place in your mind and your heart. You might clearly see how to be, how to act from that sense of connection, that honoring. So thank yourself today for connecting to your prana, your breath. Let your thumbs come to your forehead as you tilt your face up to this beautiful day. And shine the light, honor the light, and be the light. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Pleasure to bring you this practice this morning. Thank you.